99X, The Morning X, Barnes and Leslie. Don't forget, with all the action going on this weekend, the Resurrection Sunday is back live again. Sundays 12 to 4 on 99X. Right there, Mad Life Stage and Studios in downtown Woodstock. You can ride that new wave all the way down Main Street. We'll see you live there this Sunday, noon to 4, Mad Life Stage and Studios in Woodstock with and on 99X, Celebrity Sleaze now with Fram.
You're getting a little cred, Barnes, for your favorite show, Love is Blind, and your love of Love is Blind.
What?
Guess who's a big fan?
Who?
Travis Kelce. During a recent episode of his podcast, New Heights, he begged his brother Jason to give the show a shot.
Jason, you got to watch Love is Blind, man. It is the worst trash ever. It's worse than Catching Kelce, but it is so good. Honestly, I just want you to watch the one girl and to just hear her.
Not watching.
Oh my God, Jason, please.
No, I'm not watching that trash.
Leslie, that's a verbatim transcript of me and you.
It's a verbatim transcript. He's talking about that contestant, Chelsea Blackwell.
Yeah.
He's like, clingy. Do you think I'm clingy? He used it like in this, pitching his voice to mimic Chelsea. Oh, Jason was like not super interested. But how do you like the fact that he even like trashed his own Catching Kelce, his reality show?
Fram, it's not too late. It's right there still in the top of Netflix. And we have to give a shout out to Michael Damian, our buddy who has now for multiple days in a row had the #1 movie on Netflix with Irish Wish.
Congratulations, Michael.
Congrats, MD.
What I think is funny is this girl, Chelsea, she heard Travis Kelce's impression, got a little embarrassed. She went on social media. She begged Taylor Swift to not watch her show. Quote, the only outlet that this man knows my name, or not even knows my name, is from whining like a baby, because she was laughing it off.
I thought the whole time when he was saying that, begging him to watch, that that Taylor has watched that series, which is going to do what? Drive it up even more.
Big time. Tracy Morgan has a slightly different take on diet drugs, because we've been talking about Oprah, Whoopi, everyone that sort of has come forward with taking Ozempic or Mounjaro. He says they're not always effective for him. He was on The Tonight Show. Here's what he said to Jimmy Fallon.
You look great. How you staying in shape these days?
Well, that's Ozempic.
Oh.
Yeah, but I've learned to eat. I'll eat Ozempic. I gained 40 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, I gained.
I never heard anyone gaining 40 pounds.
Absolutely. I'm like Magic Johnson. I gained 40 pounds.
But what's he saying when he said, you look good, and he said it's Ozempic, then he goes, no, I gained 40 pounds.
I guess he was just saying it didn't work for him.
That sounds like he didn't do it right.
It's worked for everybody else.
I know.
Did you hear this bizarre story who almost got the coveted position of hosting Jeopardy?
Who? Aaron Rodgers?
Yes, Aaron Rodgers.
That was everywhere.
The former producer, one-time host Mike Richards, who, infamously lost that gig because of some old controversies, he said that when he was on, that he was super prepared, more than anybody else. Because there were all these other people, Anderson Cooper, Bill Whitaker, Savannah Guthrie, George Stephanopoulos, LeVar Burton, Robin Roberts. But apparently he prepped for the show very intensely and was very lovely to work with. How would he have juggled that? And I don't know.
Well, NFL you have off, half the year, but let's hope he doesn't get the next job he's talking about taking, which is vice president, running with, no thanks.
Sydney Sweeney is everywhere. Everyone loves Sydney Sweeney. She was on the Today Show. She's talking about her grandmothers were extras in her new horror movie, Immaculate.
So I flew them to Italy, and they got to come visit me on set. I made them extras as nuns, and then I brought them to the premiere in LA, and they were just so excited.
Do you think she has staying power?
I do. She's kind of like the new it girl for rom-coms and stuff, I think.
I just wonder if she has the staying power, because they're exploiting her so badly.
She sounded like a Valley girl right there.
It's setting her up to not always, I don't know. I don't get it.
I like her. I do like her.
I don't dislike her. I just don't get how the girl goes on TV taking her clothes off and being in very sexual situations in Euphoria, and then people just start piling it on top of that. It's not a great base. For in the now, it is.
Remember the video, the Rolling Stones video, the new one that she's in?
I know. She's the it girl everywhere.
Hey, just days after sending uneasy tremors throughout his fan base saying, "I am dying," Richard Simmons is alerting his fans and followers of a real health scare. Quote, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, what's that blemish, which is so small?" He's been diagnosed with basal cell carcinoma, skin cancer. But after a couple of hours of treating the spot under his eye as well as full body exam, he was deemed free of cancer cells. And now he's just warning people, just, get your checkups. Good for him.
Do you get an annual checkup?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you?
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't, you need to start scheduling that. It's important.
It's scary because I think a lot of people sort of blow it off.
That'll kill you. Like, that's no joke.
Yeah. You cannot do that. Have you been following the Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky's relationship?
I'm proud to say no.
Yeah. Reportedly spilled to TMZ that close friends and families don't see a light at the end of the tunnel for the couple. Now, I have to tell you what I think is super interesting. They have multiple houses. So if one of them needs to cool off, yeah, they apparently, can just walk over to the other house. What? Yes.
Just like, who cares?
I guess if you are on that show Buying Beverly Hills, you can afford to have multiple homes.
Yeah, but a lot of that's all facade. A lot of that stuff seems to be just set up. It's like the reality people who go rent some massive mansion for 3 months and they call it their house.
Do you buy any? I love watching like Buying Beverly Hills. And do you ever watch Selling Sunset?
Well, yes and no. It's a sleeper. It's one of those things I'll put the whole thing and let it run like on a Sunday afternoon to take a long ass nap. Like when I just want to have some noise on.
Yeah.
So I'll wake up and see 5 seconds.
Well, Selling Sunset star Kristen Quinn's husband, Christian Richards, has been arrested for domestic violence. This is terrible. He reportedly threw a bag containing a glass bottle at a victim, missed the victim, but hit the victim's child. Yeah, paramedics showed up. The child is okay, but it's not going to end well for him. That's your celebrity sleaze.